For this video, I will be doing a speed draw, and at this point, I'm just sketching out the basic lines of what I want to be doing. I've seen people say to just sketch quickly, and hopefully it'll add more movement and smoothness in your drawings. I don't know if it actually works or not, but I've been using it and I have noticed somewhat of a difference. It was at this point that I was confused on what to do, and I couldn't tell what really looked wrong, so I ended up just thickening everything, because the legs kind of looked weird, like frog legs, and I was realizing that the anatomy wasn't doing too well. I've never actually been very good at anatomy, but practice. Originally, I was gonna go for her looking more gloomy and sad, but you'll see at the end that I just decided to make her kind of smirk. Also, I realize now that the eyes kind of look weird. I've never been good at like side profiles or like a 3/4 profile. I don't know. It's just kind of confusing, all the parts, and not really understanding where they should go or how they should look. You can see here that I was trying to go for a more frayed out, floofy look, but I was disappointed and did not like it. So I changed that and I tried to smooth it all out and make it lay flatter than it was. originally I was going to try to go for like a beach hat or like a sun hat look. After working on it, I realized that I just didn't really like the way it looked. So in the end, I ended up erasing it after just ruining all the work and time I'd spent on the hair. And I tried to go for a different kind of hat, which you'll see in a little, but I don't think that worked either, so. Recently I tried to do a different drawing with thick chunky boots. It was a speed draw and it didn't really work out, so I deleted it, and it's because I recorded it incorrectly. Anyways, in that drawing I had thick boots also, and I really liked the look, so I wanted to try it out here, and it worked out, I think. I really like the look of cuffed jeans and like rolling up the bottoms of your pants, so that's what I was doing here, and just touching up some lines. It was at this point I finally realized the main problem I had with this picture. I just really didn't like how the hat was looking, so I erased that, and then I tried to figure out a different kind of hat and a different way I could go about it. So in the end I kind of went for like a baseball cap look. That's after I tried to fix the hair. I kept going back and forth between if I liked it or not. Finally, I started working on the hat or the cap that I was gonna put on her, and I wasn't really sure how to go about it, and the angles were kind of weird. So you'll see in a little while that in the end I just decided to take it off and not have her have a hat. this point, I finally started working with my Copic multiliner to do the outlines and the line work on my sketch. I do this just to darken everything, and because I want it to look better than it does when it's all just gray. This is the point where I realized I really just didn't like the hat, and I decided I really do prefer her floofy hair by itself without anything trying to hold it down, and I think it worked out in the end. Erasing everything and making sure that all my lines are clean and that I get rid of all the pencil markings. Especially with Copics, if you leave pencil lines underneath them and then you color over it with the markers, you can't erase the marker lines, and they're pretty obvious and they just stay there. So whenever working with Copics especially, I always make sure that I get every single pencil line. I'm finally going in with color, and since the beginning I wanted to make her hair pink because I think it's such a soft color and I feel like it would suit her personality. I just really like the way that it ended up in the final product. impressed with shading, but I do think that it turned out pretty good in the end on this particular drawing. It was at this point I decided she looked pretty lonely and I wasn't really sure what to do with her hand, so I decided to start drawing a dog. After making the final adjustments to the dog's sketch, I went back in with my Copic multiliner and did his line work. After looking at the picture, I decided that even with the dog, they still looked a little lonely, and I felt to balance out the picture, she needed some cans of cola next to her. I also decided that she could use some shadows underneath her because she was looking a little flat and a little plain. After erasing and adding finishing touches, I decided to write my name and sign it as mine, and I decided that I was pretty much done with this drawing, so thank you.